Hi, welcome back to the blind LP of Eagle Eye Mysteries in London, and we are now on the last case of book 1, and it's called Case of the Mummified Mauser, and absolutely nothing happened in the last episode. Nothing that indicates that I thought that it was already the last episode, that is. So yes, this is the final case of book 1. The real final book case of book 1, and we'll begin now. Stockazy, Jake, have you heard what happened at the British Museum? One of the mummies walked away. Oh, come on, Nigel, you're kidding, right? Jake, I'm serious. The museum recently bought a new mummy of a cat. Now it's gone, and one of the curators saw it strolling out the door. He's lying. The curator has got to be lying. Weird. Come on, Stagazy. Let's hurry down to the British Museum and see what we can find out. Okay, let's go down to the British Museum. Yeah. Look at all these reporters. Oh yeah, music. Look at all these reporters. Let's go. That must be the curator who saw the cat mummy come alive. Let's get close and hear his story. Alright. Cecil Grange, however you pronounce that. Cecil? No, it's Cecil, right? And then when I came back into the Egyptian room, the cat mummy was gone. I looked around, and that's when I saw it slinking out the side door. You look like a crook. I mean, I'm sorry if you're not, but you look like a crook. You look like you could be lying, perhaps.
Wow.
It was quite abominably ugly. No hair, of course, rather wrinkled looking, but very clearly a cat of the Egyptian breed. It must have chewed off all its wrappings while I was out of the room. No, yes, it is a cat of the Egyptian breed. That's right. Just because it's hairless doesn't mean it's a mummy. I ran after it, of course. It's one of the museum's most valuable new acquisitions. But when I got to the door, it was gone. There was an open window near the fire escape door. It must have escaped that way. A 2,000-year-old cat is on the loose somewhere in London. You must tell your readers to return its cat at once to the British Museum. Who are you talking to? Okay, nothing there. Let's go there. This way leads to the Egyptian rooms where the cat mummy disappeared. Okay. Okay, is that an M? Mr. Smedley is the security chief of the museum. Maybe we can help him look for clues? Yeah, it's an M. Tell me, Chief Smedley, what is the museum staff doing to recover this priceless artifact? Clive Smedley. We have issued bulletins to the City of London animal rescue agencies to be on the lookout for a 2,000-year-old hairless cat. It's bound to be hungry. Is there any chance the mummy was actually stolen? Not if Cecil Grange is telling the truth. He says that when he was examining the cat mummy, he left the Egyptian room for just a moment. When he returned, he saw a cat living, not a person. Well, if he's the only witness, that makes him very suspicious indeed. Was the side door open when he left? Here, let me check my notes. No, he told us the door was closed when he left. He said it is usually closed, but not locked. Sorry, but I'm afraid you must leave. The Egyptian exhibit is closed for the rest of the day. It's okay, sir. We're detectives. May we examine the scene of the crime? Afraid not. As you can see, there's nothing to see. Everything's tidy. No clues of any sort to tell us what caused this kitty mummy to wake up and wander off. Well, what else do you expect me to check? With no clue. Nearby? That's not nearby. Okay. The Eagle's House or Natural History Museum. And the Eagle's House seems interesting. Let's go to the museum first. Hey, that's Dr. Pels, the scientist. Nigel told me she used to work at the British Museum. This one? Okay, she looks neat. I heard about the mummy that came to life on the radio. Don't believe a word of it. I'm sure this is a story made up by Cecile Grange. Yeah, I think so too. I'm on your side. I'm sure Cecile is trying to hide the fact that the museum has a misplaced valuable mummy. The fools! A mummy misplaced in a museum? Do things like that really happen? I'm not sure whose voice I just used. I warned when they fired me. I told them that without my expert care, something like this would happen. What is she talking about? What do you think happened to the cat mummy, Dr. Pels? Well, that mummy didn't wake up and walk off by itself, I tell you. Somebody helped it. Mark my words. This way leads to one of my favorite rooms. Alright, the cat exhibit. Here in the mammals exhibit, they have a display all about cats. Maybe something here will help us figure out where this 2,000-year-old Egyptian cat has gone. The cat family includes our small house pets, the massive lions of Africa, the sleek tigers of India, and the speedy jaguars of the Americas. They are among the world's best hunters. A cat's sensitive ears can swivel on its head, helping it pinpoint where sounds come from. Its eyes are excellent and can see well even in dim light. Padded feet help it stalk its prey silently. When a cat strikes, it is very swift and powerful. The cat's skeleton and muscles form an extraordinary system of springs and levers that propel it into the attack. Wow, too much details that I can't remember. Where it uses its claws and teeth to catch its prey. Alright. Yeah. There we go. The Eagle's House. Ooh, cool, it's Garden. I like Garden. He's cool. Nigel's friend here, Garden, is here. Let's find out if they've heard anything else about the mysterious cat mummy that walked by itself. Hello, Jake and Sarkozy. We've been following the case of the cat mummy on the radio. All of London is on the lookout for more clues. So far, no one's found anything. There was a picture of the mummy in last month's museum journal. Have a look. I honestly can't remember his voice. The mummy is about 2 feet high and tightly wrapped in yards and yards of wool linen cloth. A painted mask covers the cat's head. The mummy dates from about 30 BC. Most interesting, there's also a picture of the fancy coffin the cat mummy came in. It's called a sarcophagus. What? A sarcophagus, and it has hieroglyphics on it. Is this a continuation of the last episode? The last case. Okay, that was my phone. Hieroglyphics. That's the picture alphabet that the ancient Egyptians used. And it so happens I can decipher Egyptian hieroglyphics. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's an ancient blessing. It says, "May the power of Bastet keep you safe to be a loving companion into the next life." It's talking about the cat coming back to life. Okay. Cats can be good companions, although I prefer good sheepdog. But if you want to talk about cats, you should look up Mrs. Grimalkin at the Ritz Hotel. She's a world expert on anything feline. Yes, she's famous as a cat expert, collector, and psychologist. She's balmy about cats. She really loves them. She might be able to figure out where a 2,000-year-old cat would hide. Great. Now let's see if Suckers and I can figure out which direction to go to reach the Ritz Hotel. Let's pull out our map of London. Excuse me? We're down here at our house in South Kensington. Which direction do we need to go in order to get to the Ritz Hotel in Piccadilly in St. James? Well, I've been to the Ritz Hotel a few times. But if you give me this map, well, I'm not sure. The Ritz Hotel. I guess it would be somewhere like here, like northwest, west, or southwest. But we are quite near the bottom, so it's either west or northwest. Let me try northwest. I guess not. We could try that again. How about west then? No, it's not. Let's try now. Are you kidding me? Southwest? South. Okay, no. Northeast. Okay, that took me a few guesses to get that right. Right, the Ritz Hotel is at almost directly northeast of our house. You'll be there in no time. Alright. I mean, we've been there a few times. I thought it meant like on the map, like which part of the map it is. Kind of. So I didn't really observe the part where it says from our location. Like, great. But before we go to the Ritz Hotel, I knew this appeared again. I don't know, maybe I'll go to the Ritz Hotel first. Wow, Mrs. Grimalkin's cat sure is noisy. Is it allowed in hotels? Even though she's locked it up in that box, I can still hear it meowing. Well, children, I just arrived in London today for the cat show in Covent Garden, but I'll be glad to help find your lost cat in any way I can. It's not a lost cat, Mrs. Grimalkin. It's missing from the British Museum, and it's about 2,000 years old. How extraordinary! It's an Egyptian cat, Mummy, Mrs. Grimalkin. I'm not sure whether that's a correct pronunciation for her name. It supposedly walked off from the museum's Egyptian exhibit. We hope we can figure out where it went. Okay, Mummy. How fascinating. I'm so sorry to hear that it is gone. That would have been quite lovely to see. Cats are quite my passion, you know, and I crave anything that has to do with them. Really, I wonder if the cat wasn't kidnapped by an unscrupulous collector. Some of them are quite mad about all stuffy things and would pay a lot of money to get their hands on one. Your cat is making a real racket, Mrs. Grimalkin. Honestly, Jake, rude. Keep it down. You're making a real racket. Kidding, maybe. Why do you keep him cooped up like that? Because it's not allowed in hotels? Oh, I hate to do it. Usually old Ramses follows me around everywhere like a dog. But he's a breed of cat called Sphinx. And right now he's shedding lots of fur. Very sneezy. So I keep him in the cat carrier. A tour map of the British Museum and a copy of the museum journal are stuffed into Mrs. Grimalkin's purse. The museum journal has a picture of the cat mummy on the cover. Okay, let's continue to Covent Garden. Cat show today. Hey, they're having a cat show here. Let's look around. Let's see the sign first. Like dogs, cats have been bred by humans for thousands of years. This has produced many different types of cats. No, hang on. So tabbies have tiger stripes. Piebald cats have blotches of 2 colors. Calico cats have blotches of 3 colors. Alright, I getcha. Always female. No idea how they reproduced. There are also special breeds of cats like the Manx, which has no tail, the long-haired Persian, and the Siamese with its loud, raspy voice. Egyptian cats are very long and sleek-looking. Good grief, Stakaze. Look at that. A cat that's all wrinkly with no hair. The sign says it's a really rare kind of cat called a Sphinx. Isn't that the kind of cat that Mrs. Grimalkin owns? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, these cats are all very astonishing. Count von Korberg. Okay, I forgot how his voice went. But they are nothing compared to the beauty of the cat that escaped today from the British Museum. Don't you agree? I'm not so sure. I prefer pet that runs and plays with a string to one that's been dead for over 2,000 years. You have a point there, Jake. You have a point there. Egg. But I am a collector. To me, what is very rare is very beautiful. I would give almost anything to have that cat, Mummy, to sit on my mantelpiece back in Berlin. Don't tell me you did it, Count von Kerberg. I won't believe you did it. I don't think so. We've known each other long enough, I think. Maybe. Hopefully. The reporters are all gone. Now, Mr. Tripp, the museum's assistant curator, is talking to Mr. Grange, the man who saw the cat mummy walk away. He's still the most suspicious person. Oh, him. Percy. This has been a disaster for the museum, let me tell you. Cecil Grange's preposterous story has made the British Museum into the laughingstock of the world. When the curator returns, I expect him to fire Mr. Grange for his incompetence, and rightfully so. Perhaps he will give the job to someone more reliable, someone like me, for example. I'm not sure you're a reliable person, but okay. I know it sounds incredible, but this is exactly what I saw. When I came back, the cat mummy was no longer on the table and an amazingly wrinkled bald cat was scampering out the side door. Wait, I think I'm piecing things together now. I am piecing things together. Maybe. Perhaps I shouldn't have told the reporters the stories, but it's the truth. I've no idea where the cat mummy has gone, and we simply must retrieve it. It's a rare cat and it costs the museum a great deal of money. You're the one who makes sure the museum's artifacts are authentic, Mr. Grange. Did you find out if the cat mummy was for real? Oh yes, it is quite real and one of the best examples we have ever seen. When properly examined, it would tell us quite a bit about the ancient Egyptians and about how people first started keeping cats as pets. Let's go back to the Egyptian rooms. That whole row of upstairs galleries is filled with artifacts from ancient Egypt, mummies, beautiful statues and drawings thousands of years old. Alright. Because the Egyptian people believed in another life after this one, they preserved their kings, queens and nobles as mummies. Alright. Primitive humans probably knew small cats only as good hunters living in the wild, but over time, people tamed cats and welcomed them into their houses to kill rats and mice and to keep them company. Alright, about 5,000 years ago, cats were common in the households of Egypt. Okay. Egyptians used cats to hunt fish and birds as well as to destroy rats and mice that infested storehouses of grain along the Nile. Many cat breeds evolved from these ancient Egyptian cats. Oh, really? In Egypt, cats were not only protected by law but were considered sacred. The cat goddess Bastet. I know, I'm going to check the correct pronunciation for this one. I shall check. Okay, I'm back. It seems like it's pronounced as a lot of different pronunciations actually. So I shall just no, I already forgot how to pronounce it, but I shall just pronounce it as Bastet. Bastet was represented with the head of a cat. Alright. After a cat's death, its body was often mummified. In the 1800s, a cemetery was found in Egypt that contained the preserved bodies of more than 300,000 cats. Wow. Although the Egyptians had strict laws against exporting cats, they were soon smuggled to Europe by the Greeks and Romans. The people of India, China, and Japan also bred cats as pets as well as rodent catchers. Okay. So what, cats originally came from Egypt? Is that what you're saying? Here's where Mr. Grange was examining the cat mummy. He had taken it out of the locked case that holds these other mummies of cats, dogs, fish and other animals, even a baboon. The exhibit says that just like with human mummies, the ancient Egyptians would remove the organs from inside the mummies before they wrapped them up. The exhibit says just like with human mummies. Oh, we're talking about cat mummies. Alright. This would help preserve the mummies. The ancient Egyptians believed that if they kept the bodies intact, the spirits could live in an afterlife. To keep those spirits happy, they would bury beautiful possessions too, for the spirits to enjoy. To keep the spirit company, sometimes they would bury a favorite dog or cat in the tomb. They also thought the animals could ask a particular Egyptian or god or goddess to help the spirit in the afterlife. Lucky for us, they preserved things this way, although many of the tombs have been emptied by robbers over the years. A few were still intact. Those tombs have taught scientists a lot about how the ancient Egyptians lived. Okay, we're done. Alright. Alright, Alright, let us review the facts. Okay, let me see the suspects first. And there's a lot of suspects. Just arrived in London today. Says she came to see the cat show in Covent Garden. Alright, it does exist. Once worked for the British Museum, caring for artifacts. When she was fired, she warned the museum that something might happen to one of their treasures. Count von Coburg. I'm pretty sure it's not you. Just because, you know, well, we've had a history of a case together, but I forgot which one. I thought he was suspicious at first, but maybe not so now. Actually, Percy Tripp? Nah, I don't think it's him. So... Alright, so no, we'll just go into solve and we'll see what we can pick the clues that you think show who took the mummy, right? Okay. Alright, we are going backwards. So from the back. That's a lot. A sphinx is a weird looking cat with wrinkled skin. No, this is not what I need. Mrs. Grimalkin says her cat Ramses is the type of cat known as a sphinx. Ramses usually follows her everywhere, but right now... Wait. They do not have fur. Huh. I must have missed this part. I probably didn't really notice it. Okay, to a map with a picture of the cat mummy. This might not be incriminating. It's kind of normal. Wait, just arrived in London. Came to see the cat show in Covent Garden, yes. I guess... No, it's still not good enough. Although the Egyptians had strict laws, no, we don't need that. We don't need this. No. No. Wait. Believe that if they kept the bodies intact, the spirits... No. 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 This might be one. Okay, people would work for money. No. Garden says a cat mummy. To be a loving companion into the next life? No. I'm not sure what it is. The cat family, Dr. Pals. Dr. Pals is suspicious too, but the lie made by Mrs. Grimal whatever is more obvious. This, yes, I need this. He saw an ugly hairless cat. I was thinking about this when I thought that it might be somebody's cat that walked there. That means that indicates that somebody else was there. According to Cecil Grange, a cat mummy. I don't need that, it's kind of like quite close to this. Probably. Dr. Pals believes Cecil Grange made up the story. No, he didn't. Maybe. According to Security Chief Smedley, there is nothing... Oh, is that all? Okay, maybe I'll get the other one. It was not this, right? Okay, that's good. Those seem to be good choices, alright. Now who do you think has a cat mummy? Mrs. Grimalkin.
You got it!
Not so bad. You got it! Mrs. Grimalkin stole the mummy cat. We knew from the start that the cat mummy didn't come back to life because those kinds of things only happen in movies. Besides, if the mummified cat has escaped from its wrappings, it would have left the old strips of cloth lying on the table. Right. Our first lead was Mr. Grange, who claimed he saw an odd wrinkly-clad cat leaving the room. We knew that if there were no such animal, then he must be lying. But if we could explain the mysterious wrinkled cat, we might find out who took the cat mummy. Our big break came when we visited Mrs. Grimalkin. When we saw she had a picture of the cat mummy and a map of the British Museum, we became suspicious. Did we? Then she told us that her Sphinx cat, Ramses, followed her everywhere. She had him shut away because he was shedding his fur, she said. We could hear him complaining in his box, but the thing is... Yes, but we learned that Sphinx cats have no hair, and they are wrinkled and odd-looking, just like the cat Mr. Grange saw when the mummy was stolen. I wonder what she liked about that. I mean, it's pretty obvious to any cat lovers, I think. Or not even cat lovers, I think it's still pretty obvious. Okay. Yes, and now we are finally done with scrapbook 1, I think. Maybe. I'm going to confirm. There we go. We are going to start with book 2 now. Yes, sirree. Okay, I'm going to scroll down and make sure I see everything. Okay, oh, we are still going to get to see solve McCavity. Maybe that's the last case. So hang on. So Rogers Ruby, Kairokas, Wax Whodunit, Reticent Romeo, Chess-Piece Challenge, Frustrated Falconer, Hampton Haunt, Trespassing Toy. This is quite a lot. Quite a lot. Okay, this is a case which appears to be quite problematic, as has been told to me. So, well, it's still quite a way, so I will have time to practice and I guess polish up my puzzle solving skills, maybe. So, anyway, until the next time, we will start on book 2. So, thank you for watching and goodbye.